guys, it's Bro You Whack, and we are back once again with another episode of the Top 5 series for Season 4. This whole entire season, what I plan on doing is redoing a lot of my original Top 5 videos, and so far we've done videos for the Top 5 most underrated heroes in Overwatch, Top 5 hardest heroes in Overwatch, and even the Top 5 worst ultimates in Overwatch. So I figured we'd do the polar opposite today and talk about the Top 5 best ultimates in Overwatch 2020 edition. See, when I made the Top 5 worst ultimates in Overwatch, I knew fully well that I was going to cause some friction, because lots of people are either biased because I either talked about their main, or they truly see value in some of those ultimates, and it's always hard to rank the worst ultimates in Overwatch because it's an ultimate. Obviously it has value, obviously it has a point to be in the game, just some are better than others. So I figured, let's talk about some of those ultimates. Let's talk about the ultimates that bring you the most value, that change the tide of the game, something that you always look forward to, or something that you fear the enemy might possibly have. Those are what I think are the top 5 best ultimates in Overwatch. And also, as always, I encourage you to comment down below who you think have the best ultimates in Overwatch. So let's get it started. Starting us off at number 5 is probably the most classic ultimate in the game so far, and probably one of the most balanced in my opinion. And this is gonna be none other than Reinhardt's Earthshatter ultimate. I absolutely adore Earthshatter, not only because it provides opportunity for you as Reinhardt to go off and get a few swinging hammer kills, but it also provides opportunities for your DPS ultimates or just other heroes ultimates to go off too. Spoiler alert, you might see a few more of these kind of ultimates on this list, but in the case of Reinhardt, this is one of the most classic and dare I even say most balanced ultimates that is a setup ultimate for other heroes, because everybody knows you have Earthshatter, and if it's on your teammates are excited, and if it's the enemy team, they're getting ready to try to block your ultimate, and it's fairly easy to block it, either with another Reinhardt shield, maybe a Zarya bubble, Mei wall, Sigma shield. You know, there's lots of things that can get in the way of your Earthshatter, but even with those apparent counters, even if you just get 1 or 2 people Earthshattered, that can still open the door for other ultimates, either A, because the enemy counter isn't on the field anymore, or B, it could just allow for other ultimates to go off. Soldier has his ultimate, well then Earthshatter the D.Va so he can't counter it, and if you get a few more in there, well then Soldier can just easily pick him off because he just don't miss. Have a Junkrat tire but you don't want the enemy hit scans to shoot it, well then Earthshatter the Soldier and McCree, and boom, you got a clean tire right there. And shoot, even if you want to solo shatter someone, that can also bring value to the team fight, because let's say there's a nano ulting Genji on the enemy team coming right for your face, but you have Earthshatter. Some might say that's stupid to solo shatter him, but if you have high IQ, or if you're just a really dumb idiot like me and don't know how to really value Earthshatter, then you can just slam it on the Genji, you focus the Genji, and boom, you made him super salty for the rest of the game, and he's gonna be on tilt mode. At that point, you win the game. Old combinations, trying to get rid of counters, or just solo shattering someone is all possible with a Reinhardt Earthshatter. It just really depends on how competent you are as a Rein, or how big brain of a Reinhardt is on the enemy team to be able to bait your Earthshatter out of you. It just all comes down to a few things like that that can really change the tide of the game. But now let's talk about the 4th best ultimate in Overwatch, which is one that so when thinking about this hero's ultimate, not only did I think about it long and hard, but I also got long and hard thinking about it, and I decided, yes, I would put it on this list, even though there are tons of things that can stop this ultimate from going off. But then I remember every single Overwatch montage uses this ultimate. So I decided at the number 4 spot, it would be Genji's Dragon Blade. I will say this though, there are over a million ways to stop a Dragon Blade. I'm not even kidding. Like, count on your fingers how many counters there are, and you will get to a million. Whether it's a Roadhog hook, whether it's a McCree stun, whether it's a Brigitte stun, whether it's Soldier 76 just running away, an honest sleep dart, a Sombra hack. There are so many things stopping you from having a good Dragon Blade that if you use your dash and you don't already have a secured kill, you're gonna lose. You suck, I'm sorry, you're bad. But this is why Genji's Dragon Blade is such a high risk, high reward ultimate, because if you do get that first kill, it's a whole lot easier to get that second kill, and then the 3rd kill is a lot easier, and the 4th kill is even easier, the 5th kill is child's play, the 6th kill, it's not even a question, you got it, and then you get a 7th kill somehow because the Mercy rests someone and that 6th kill was Mercy, and you go back and kill that last person. You just solo bladed everybody on the enemy team, got a team kill, and embarrassed them from one single ultimate. Oh! But do you want to get spicy with this ultimate? Because all you gotta do is ask your Mercy for a pocket. And then once your Mercy ignores you, then you ask your Ana for her ultimate. That Nano Boost, so beautiful, and it's so easy to pull off too. Strike into the air, yell at your Ana, she'll Nano Boost you because she doesn't know anybody else who to nano because everybody else sucks, so might as well get the weeb in the air, and then you strike down someone and you slice and dice. But of course, we're just talking about single ultimates, not necessarily ultimate combinations. So yeah, Genji's Dragon Blade, well, it has some problems to it. Oh my god, the benefits outweigh it tenfold. But let's talk about an ultimate that only has upsides. Like, there is no reason why you shouldn't ever use this ultimate other than you are not ready for the team fight or everybody's dead. This is Ana's Nano Boost ultimate. Everybody loves a good Nano Boost, whether you're an ulting Genji or Reinhardt, two heroes that I already mentioned on this list. Or maybe you're an ultimate Korean Soldier 76. Y'all can see some benefit from a Nano Boost. Shoot, you don't even have to be ulting. You could be like a Tracer or an Ashe and you can see some upside to getting a Nano Boost too. But things start to get real hot and heavy in the bedroom when you're talking about a Nano Boosted Lucio. Or how about a Nano Boosted ulting Mercy? Or shoot, if you want a Nano Boost in ultimate, why not Nano Boost someone like Bob? There is endless possibilities from one single ultimate, and it just keeps getting better. This ultimate has not gotten nerfed. It's just gotten better ever since its inception back in 2016. Because on top of its original benefits, you know, half damage taken, or maybe it's 30%, I don't really know the exact amount, and double the damage, now you get 300 extra health on top of it, which is why ulting like a Reinhardt or a Winston or just any kind of tank is really more beneficial because you get the 300 boost. A tank is sure as heck gonna love that. While tank ultimates are usually the one talked about the most when it comes to ult combinations or just really introducing a team fight, and Ana Nano Boost usually overshadows them just because of how much benefit there really is. But so far, I've really only talked about ultimates that can really provide you instant value that doesn't necessarily need a lot of follow-up, or at least not a lot of follow-up from all of your teammates. When we talk about the next ultimates, this is insinuating that there is follow-up, but because this makes it so easy for your teammates to get kills, it deserves the number 2 spot. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Zarya's Graviton Surge, the classic combo ultimate starter. This one is pretty obvious. I don't think I need to convince you that Grav is a great ultimate, but that's under the assumption that you either A, have an ultimate that can follow up with Grav, whether it's a Hanzo ultimate, Genji ultimate, Tracer ultimate, you know, just something that can easily kill everybody grouped up in that small tiny little area, or B, you don't have brain dead teammates that sees everybody in the Grav and doesn't shoot at them. Like, it's so valuable to group up the enemy team, but it's also not valuable if you don't do anything. That's why Zarya's Grav is the best, but also one of the worst ultimates in the game, like by itself. But I would be so stupid not to include it on this list, all because, oh, it doesn't do any damage, it doesn't do anything. Like, yes, it doesn't do anything, but it does everything you need it to do. Group up the enemy team so that Doomfist can easily just slam on top of everybody. When it comes to countering it, yeah, it's also pretty apparent too what you need to do, either Zenyatta ultimate or just put up your shield as Reinhardt. But if you're able to either kill the Zenyatta or break the shield, oh my god, it's so easy. I don't need to convince you anymore. Zarya's Grav is the second best ultimate. It's the second best. So who is the first? I went with an ultimate that you can't really counter. I went with an ultimate that you fear every single time you know the enemy team has it. I picked an ultimate that you really only play this hero for. Of course, I'm thinking about none other than Sombra's EMP ultimate. Psych boy, Bob is the best ultimate in Overwatch. Look at that beautiful boy. Look at them thick thighs. Look at that pretty face. And look at those gorgeous eyes. And tell me that is not deserving of the number 1. I'm kidding. It really is Sombra's EMP. Like, I really want to put Bob as the number 1 spot, which is why I just went on for so long. But no, it's Sombra's EMP. No, it really is the number 1 ultimate in game. If you use Sombra's EMP and you get everybody EMP'd and you don't win the fight, you suck. Like, this is the only ultimate in the game that is basically the I win button in Overwatch. When it comes to Zarya's Grav, yeah, that is somewhat close to that reality, but you can easily counter it. Like I just mentioned before, Zenyatta ultimate or Reinhardt's shield can easily stop you from going off. But if you want to talk about an ultimate that provides so much value for your teammates, look to EMP. You're Reinhardt and you want to Earthshatter the enemy team, team, but you're fearful that the enemy Reinhardt might block you. Oh, poor baby. Just call on the Sombra EMP. You're Mei and you want to ult them, but you're scared that the Zarya is going to bubble whoever is in your Mei freeze. Well, then just ask the Sombra to EMP the Zarya and basically everybody else, and everyone can get frozen. You don't want to get stopped as Reaper while ulting? Ask the Sombra to EMP the Brigitte and the Reinhardt and also the Roadhog and basically everybody that can stop you as Reaper. Yeah, it's super easy. And the best part about this is that you can't really counter EMP. Like, obviously there is a second time period in between her casting the ultimate, but it's really hard to do, especially when she's invisible. You might say to yourself, oh, YOU WACK, you just suck. I always sleep the ulting Sombra, or I always bash the ulting Sombra, when you just did it one time yesterday against your homies in a 1v1 duel. Like, no, you're not able to do that every single time. Sombra's EMP makes sure that she can't get countered and that nobody else can counter you. It is the most valuable ultimate in the game. The only downside is that, one, Sombras don't communicate when they're using EMP, and two, you gotta get people in like a pretty close proximity, which is why something on like 2CP or control maps that this is really valuable, because a lot of the time they're all relatively grouped up, and if not, then you can just EMP people and then just hack somebody with Sombra that is like a little outcast. That's why I think now in 2020 Sombra's ultimate is the best in the game, but I'm curious, what did I think were the best ultimates back in 2017? And I thought Ana, Sombra, Genji, Mercy, and Zarya had the best ultimates in the game in that order. And the only reason why I thought Mercy's ultimate was that good back in 2017 was that was the fat res days. Oh, do you remember that? Do you remember when Mercy can res multiple people with one single ultimate? People hated that. I swear, I didn't look at this list beforehand because it was 3 years ago. I don't really remember who I put on this list, but it's crazy to think I got 4 out of the 5 exactly the same, just in a whole different order. I guess I just really value Sombra's EMP, not only because it can make the enemy team sitting ducks, but it gets rid of shields too, just so much, man. But that is my list of who I think are the top 5 best ultimates in Overwatch, and I want to know who you think have the best ultimates in the game. So I love you guys, thank you guys for watching, more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.